Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to All Signs What to Expect in the Next 7 Days. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are live, not just here on YouTube, but also on Facebook, on Twitch, and sharing is caring. So let me know that you're here. In case you are watching the replay, go ahead and comment replay. Yes, I like to see how you guys are doing and just checking in. We're going to get started here with our numbers first, but first we're going to look at the cards that we will be utilizing today. We're going to be using the Faces of Oshan Oracle. This is the goddess, the feminine goddess here of prosperity, love, fertility, and fresh water. And we're going to be using the Tarot Dissembled deck, and this is to tell us our strengths and what our shadow or challenge side is going to be. And we're going to play a little bit differently because we're using a different deck today for Tarot, and it's called the Galactic Star Tarot. And instead of reversals, they use, well, retrograde. And we'll get a little bit more into what that is. But it's a play on reversals, and we're going to be infusing that today with those reversals in place. So, are you guys ready? Hi, Nancy. Hi, Star. How are you all doing? You ready? All right, let's take a look at our numbers. Let's see what our numbers are for the week. I have been excited. Oh, hi, Papa Wheelies. Welcome. I have been excited because the snow is finally out of here. For now, we shall see. We shall see. All right, let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters, spirit. Let's hone in the collective energy and see what our numbers are for the week. Reminder, these numbers play in the cards, individual zodiac sign readings, but also a play. You may see these numbers during the week. You have got to be kidding me. I thought we had a break from this number. Apparently not. April is going out in the bang with tens. This is a number also that has haunted us in the last All Signs that we did. But this number just happens to be. It's not the third week. I think we got another number in between, but it actually goes perfect with today's channeled message that I have to give in regards to the deck that I was using that I felt called to do. But fives, we all know it's about change. We are in a massive energy shift, and tens are just following us around. Fives and tens, be prepared. Be prepared, guys. And it's a good shift. Yeah, there's conflict. Yeah, it's uncomfortable, but you can't make this up. You can't make this up at the energy of what we're going into. Now, one of the things that I wanted to keep in mind when I was deciding to use this deck and saying that it was focusing on the retrograde energy, I'm not an astrologist and won't pretend to be, but I was curious what is going into retrograde. And we have Pluto coming up, literally coming up, going into retrograde here, and it's going back into Aquarius time here. So it's actually perfect timing from May 4th to October 13th. And it is all about transformation in recalibration. So The power struggles will be real, and it's going to affect us in many different ways. Aquarius, of course, is going to be hitting a little bit different, but I'll pull in some of that energy here from looking at that with Pluto. Yes, I painstakingly went through notes and astrology here to see if I can pull it into some of the readings. So that will be playing out in the readings today. All right, let's see what's going on here and what the goddess Oshan has for us. This is the weekly energy. What does Oshan want to let us know here? Oh my gosh. Really? We got another 5. I don't even need to pull cards anymore. I could probably just channel with you guys. Yeah. Ocean of resurrection, rebirth, transformation, renewal. We're in the midst of it. And there is something here in the forefront for this week that is going to be playing off of that. Let's see what the book has to say here about this resurrection. It says, I rise renewed and release what no longer serves me, collective. Did you think your story was over? Think again. With the Oshan of resurrection at your side, you've been granted a rare second or even third chance. This is not just a new beginning. This is a resurrection, an opportunity to revive dreams you thought were lost and to return stronger from setbacks. Yes, life is a cycle of endless opportunities, and you're being offered a unique chance to redo, rethink, and renew. This is basically everything that I've been channeling for this entire month. There has not been one sign without it, and it is going within the May's energy. And if you guys haven't noticed, for some of the May readings that are starting to trickle out, and they are trickling out, Virgo, yours is coming out tomorrow, and they will be for the rest of the week. It is all about a rebirth for many of us signs. So there's something here coming in the play for us for this week. Let's see what our strength is using the dissembled tarot deck. And there are no reversals here. Not right now. Strength. I like this. The 9 of Pentacles is our strength. It's our sovereignty. It's our abundance. And it doesn't have to be money. It's our independent way of feeling safe and secure. Our security does not have to be a falsity of what's around us or externally. Many of us are seeing at a snail's pace that people, opportunities, things are shedding from us. And it seems like it may affect our security, but this is the test. This is the test of time. Remember who you are, collective. Let's see what the challenge is, or in this energy, the retrograde, which could be the setbacks, the miscommunications, the need to step back. And these cards are going to come up as reversals in the galactic deck. The movement, the moves that we make. This is the challenge, okay? And it's all dissembled, so things feel broken down. The Chariot, Cancer energy here. There's something that is preparing us for the summer energy. And it has to do with rebuilding. I just heard in this energy here of getting a tune-up. And not just a car tune-up. I'm thinking like health tune-up, mental tune-up. Like we got to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. Lots to do with self-care. But this is also taking charge and going the direction and knowing that obstacles may hit us. And we don't know what those obstacles are doing, but it's movement. It's travel. And some of us may feel like we can't even keep our feet down. It almost feels like, or some of us may feel like we can't even get started. It almost feels like the Fred Flintstones, you know how when they used to like push with their feet? Fred with his little tippy toes. So there's something in this level here of going back to the simplistics of how we got started and what we rely on. So there may be frustrations here collectively in this week's energy of breakdowns Some of us having a breakdown. All right, we're going to start off now here with Taurus. Well, we got through the collective. I forgot that. We're going to go into Taurus. Forgot to change the banner. Sorry about that. Happy birthday out there to my Taurus. This is where we go into Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus, the biggest thing that I saw with the Pluto retrograde for you in the next several months has to do with career reset, professional life. And if you are not looking for that, it's your sole purpose. Okay. Your house is based upon the sole purpose. Who is Taurus this week? No reversals. Oh boy. Taurus, look at all these fives. Taurus now has 5, 5, 5, 5. Sadness. But there's an opportunity here, Taurus. There's something here that is ready to be bridged. But who you are, there's some sadness here about you this week, okay? Maybe you're reminiscing about some of the past things that did not work out in your favor. But remember, there's a resurrection happening here for you. Let's see what the Galactic Tarot has to say now. Reversals are now up. The 8 of Cups. This is a renewal energy. The 9 of Cups. And the 7 of Swords. It almost feels to me, Taurus, you are revisiting things from the past where things did not. Look at all the stuff about driving. Isn't that interesting? We got the Chariot card as your challenge, and there's something here that you're hung up on about the past. So this definitely has to do with the past. But I also feel the need to reconcile something from the past and maybe let go of. And this is something that you're working on this week. It feels like an inner child wound, and some of you, it has to do with a breakup. Others of you, it could just be sadness of an old version of you that didn't get meet the expectations of what you wanted. But you're revisiting those areas of what wish fulfillment is. And there's something here that you're going to be reflecting on. And I think it's that offer. I do. It's just that 2 of Cups. The possibilities are coming in place here. It almost does feel like it was abducted from you, taken from you. And this week, you're going to be looking at that dream or that person or that area that you thought something was happening to you. And I feel like you're going to flip the switch. It feels almost this energy here of flipping the switch this week. It feels almost this like energy of you going, okay, this isn't it did happen to me, but how can this benefit me? In a big way, because what those sorrows have to do is you making peace with it. I feel like you're going to finally let something go and make peace with it. It doesn't mean it's not going to hurt. I just feel like this Taurus is going to an area that feels new, refreshing, not so heavy anymore. There we go. Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Now, the cups in this deck are represented by the Palladians. So they're very emotionally intelligent and they have a lot of deep compassion. They're natural healers. They're here to help humanity. They return to a loving unity. And there's something here that is returning to a loving state. I really feel like this is self-love for Taurus this week. And I love that this is falling underneath the 9 of Cups to the Queen of Cups, because I feel like there's a huge shift for Taurus. And there's also a huge gift coming your way. Who doesn't love that? What's hidden here? What's hidden here, Spirit? What is being revealed here in that Seven of Swords energy? It's over. That trip is over. That need to revisit it is over. You're making peace with something or a scenario here. And this was a burden. This is what kept you stuck. Things to consider for you. Things to consider. Just one card. Just one card today. Things to consider, Spirit is saying for you, Taurus. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, this could be an individual. This could be you having a glow up. But this is someone here who is brave, courageous. You might have a creative idea. You may be inspired. But I feel like you're putting something to peace this week. And you're looking at creative avenues. And some of you, it's just loving yourself, seeing yourself in a whole different light. But I do feel like Taurus is about to embark on a glow up. And that's what it feels like. All right, we're going to move on to Gemini. Gemini is up. Hello, Maggie. Welcome back. A reminder, if you are watching on YouTube, and as long as you are a subscriber, you're allowed to chat on the live chat. And if you want to subscribe, there is a little bit of a delay, but it's not too long. I think it's like a 5-minute delay, and then you can join in on the chat. And of course, if you're on Facebook, let me know. Say hello. Facebook tends to be quiet. Hello, welcome back, Delaney. Hi. How was everybody's weekend? Mine was incredibly productive. It was a first nice day, so I was able to clean up my yard. Hi, Ellen. Welcome. See, we got some Facebook followers joining us. Always good to see you. So I cleaned up my yard, and I'm just so excited to garden. And so I cleaned up all my gardens. And I got a little of a boo-boo here. That's why I got a Band-Aid on my hand, because I just kind of, I'm not a girl who wears gloves. I kind of get my hands in the dirt. So I might have overdone it a little bit yesterday. And what else did I do? And I revamped. Oh, I know what I got to tell you guys. If you go to my website, Harmonia Friends Club, it got a little bit of a facelift. Okay. There are still two tier member areas that you can pick from, but they have changed slightly in names. Tier 1 is now the Seeker's Circle. And Tier 2, you are the Fool's Journey. And the Seeker Circle is for those who just want to explore with their intuition and check out the club area and the readings in a more passive way. And if you're just intrigued. And the Fool's Journey is for those who want to go in the deeper journey. And those are the individuals who are more open to light code activations, visualization, meditations, personal vlogs about my spiritual awakening and experience and evolving, because we're always awakening. Nobody ever stops. And discounts, lots of discounts. Reminder too that my books, I was just looking at my books yesterday. I am completely booked out. For those of you who are looking for a private reading, the books aren't open till June. Make sure that you guys are looking at it, but it's that far in advance. So a lot of it has to do because I'm going to visit family. Seeing family soon, which I'm super stoked for. As always, love my family time. So yeah, I will be taking a break soon. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go, Gemini. Gemini, your May reading's already out. Don't forget to check out the May exclusives. Reminder too, this is the last month of Zodiac readings for YouTube and Facebook. They are going to be exclusively only at Harmonia Friends Club. This channel will only be moving forward all signs and tarot stories. You guys will get obviously sneak peeks in the preview reels. Gemini, let's see who you are. Who you are for the month. For not the month. I was just talking about the month. That's why. For this week. Oh, I love it. The Fool. The Fool's Journey. We were just talking about that. I feel like this is you may feel a little bit foolish this week. Okay. This is the assembled deck. So something feels like it's falling apart. So you may not feel ready for this. It's like, whoa, what's happening? All right. But remember, the Fool is optimistic. So even if things fall apart, remember, keep smiling, keep shining. You're in the energy of the Fool. Remember, those reversals are in the retrograde energy of the Chariot. Let's see what you can expect for this week, Gemini. The Emperor, Aries energy. Oh, I like that Emperor card. Kind of cute. The 10 of Disc. What is going on here? And the 8 of Cups. I like this for you. Even though things may be falling apart around you, this is a week for you to take authority and charge. Now, you may have if you're not a masculine, you may have a masculine out here who is very family oriented, could be a boss as well. But this is somebody here who really cares about Gemini. And there's something here where I feel you're being asked or invited to be amongst your inner circle. Now, for some of you, you may say, I don't have a lot of family. I don't have that. But there's something, now circles come in many different forms. It could even be friendships. But there's something here where you're being asked to lean onto the support, because there is an area within the next 7 days that makes you feel stuck or broken down. This 8 of Cups just wants to come out for all the readings now, doesn't it, with that Chariot energy? But it's not reversed. It's like whatever you're stuck on or broken down, you're still getting a ride. And it may feel like I'm walking to nowhere, but I feel that it's great energy with the fact that you are being supported by an individual, or you're going towards somebody here that's very supportive to you. Yeah. There is something coming up in this week's energy with your energy here with the Lovers, the Gemini. I don't know if this is a fight. I don't know if this is a spat of some sort, but somebody here is here to console you and be there for you. It could be a friend. It could be a coworker. Could even be a family member, but this individual knows what you're going through. This person here sees you, values you, wants to be there for you, but takes authority of it as well. Sees that whatever environment you're in or position that you're in, you may feel stuck, alone, secluded. Yeah. Queen of Wands. There we go. There's the Lyran energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I think you're ticked off. I think that's why you're walking. That's why you're like, screw this. I'm still doing it. Screw this. I'm still going. Somebody here tried to make you feel like you couldn't accomplish something, or said it was impossible to you. So Gemini is in the energy of proving somebody wrong. When I see the Queen of Wands reverse, it reminds me of like Taylor Swift writing a breakup song and then becoming, making it a hit and like making that anger into something beautiful. She can be feisty and she can be pretty arrogant, But I don't blame you in this energy with that Lovers reversed right there or broken down. Yeah. This is a thing where I feel a little bit reclusive, but I also feel like you're going back and looking at somebody missing an opportunity with you. Some of you are pissed off enough to start looking for a new job. Okay. I just feel this energy of like, screw this, I'm going to do this. But you have a family member or somebody here who does value you and is there for you and sees you going through this. So I do feel that would be a good individual to allow yourself to get some kind of assistance or support this week for you. Let's see what the final card is, things to consider for you this week. Just one card. No reversals. There we go. 6 of Pentacles. I told you I don't need it. Apparently I don't need the cards today. This is all about balance. And I said that to you in the beginning here. What was that? Gemini. Oh, Gemini. I didn't say it to you. It was Taurus I was thinking about. Gemini, for Pluto retrograde, what's shaking up right now is your belief systems. So that makes sense, because if that's the case, somebody here is not believing you. And so I feel like you're forced to walk away angry, hurt, and proving that, hey, I still believe in me and I still believe it's possible. And I feel like you're getting some kind of assistance here this week from an emperor who does believe in you. All right. That's what I got. All right. Let's move on to Cancer. Cancer is up. Hello, Yasina. Welcome back. Thank you for coming and stopping by. Appreciate it. I got to remember to look at the retrograde stuff that I diligently wrote out, researched before I started this. I got to love when spirit works with me and makes me do things like 10 minutes before live and is like, we're going to do this. And I'm like, but I don't know anything about that. I'm like, better research it. I'm like, okay. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut when you channel, but when you're asked to do something, there's a reason for it. So I just tend to listen. All right. Cancer. Who are you this week? Who is Cancer this week? No reversals. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, your May Tarot reading is out. Make sure you're checking the May playlist. This is the last month of the Zodiac signs being previewed on YouTube and Facebook. They will only be exclusively now at Harmonia Friends Club. So if you're looking out for them for the following months, that's only in membership area. The channel is going to be for all signs and tarot stories moving forward. Ooh, this is a week of rest, separation. You know, some of you may feel really tired or not feeling that great this week. Just there's a need here to take easy. Just really take it easy. I don't know why the stained glass always reminds me of the 5 of Pentacles card. I don't know if it's because I'm thinking of the Rider-Waite, where it's kind of like they're looking through the stained glass window at the church. But there's something here where I feel a little bit sick or tired, you know. So I feel maybe sick and tired. Now that you may just be saying that I'm sick and tired. Could be that too. Hi, JC. Welcome back. All right, let's see what's ahead for you in the next 7 days. Reversals are now up. Remember, reversals tell me when it's in the retrograde, the Pluto retrograde coming up here for Chariot energy. These cards don't use reversals. They use retrograde energy. I think that's kind of cute because it's a galactic deck. 3 of disc. You're getting supported this week. I almost feel like you are being in a timeout. Oh my gosh, you are. Guess what though? You got two threes. Don't sweat this. This has to do with not being able to show up somewhere this week, or you may be going through some kind of heartbreak. But again, another reading about collaboration, working together, let's figure this out. I feel like this is people stepping in for Cancer. It has to do with an area where you're in immense healing. So this is a week of healing for you, Aquarius energy. And this is also Cancer being very vulnerable this week. You may be asking for some help. You may be asking for some assistance in a way that you didn't think you would have to ask. But guess what? Do you see how I love that? This is probably one of my favorite Three of Swords cards here. I like how it's like the glass is breaking around it. Isn't that beautiful? Because I feel like whatever is breaking, it may feel fragile, but I think there was something that was keeping you contained, conditional, based on conditions. This is healing your heart space. This is also the ability to have unconditional love. Your heart is expanding this week because you feel supported. And if you don't, it's the way that the universe is going to come in and assist you. Let's see and validate. I guess it counts too. Validate here the Three of Discs. Judgment. This is the breakdown. I told you, this is the energy here of our challenge. And your strength here, remember, is your security. You may be an individual here who tends to be hyper independent, but Cancer, this is your card. And there's something where you may feel broken down. Well, look at this Judgment card. It looks like the Avatar tree. Hi, Isis. Welcome. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look like I don't remember what that tree was in Avatar, but you remember that tree that they'd all connect to and they'd dance around to? It was like their little god. There's something here about something kept you grounded, something kept you small, something made you feel broke. And it's like, I can't move to the next level because I don't have the support. This week, it's going to feel different because this is the area here that has been kind of shadowed out for you. And I don't know. I mean, I don't even feel like it's been a month. I feel like it's something longer than that, but we'll see. The Star for Cancer. Maybe you feel like a misjudged soul. Yeah. But you don't have to carry this on your own anymore this week. This is you having no choice but to have a timeout. I feel like the universe is forcing you to have a timeout or to breathe or to stop or to pause, probably to be present, probably to see and appreciate what's around you. And some of you may feel like you don't have a lot to appreciate to see what's around you, but there is something here this week. It is individuals here who see your light, who see what you're going through. It's like, how do we help Cancer with this area? Now, some of you, this is your spiritual team. Okay. I like how it's in threes because it's also the Three of Swords here. It's like, how do we help our Cancer here get through the week? Hi, Sophia. Welcome. The 10 of Disc. You can't make this up. These cards are just flowing so nicely with each other in these readings. This is the support. It may not have happened in the way that you anticipated or the people around you, but this could be your friends stepping in who feel more like family. This could be, for some of you, new clients. This could be an online community. There's just something here that makes you feel supported this week. This is beautiful. I think your heart space is really expanding. Things to consider with this. No reversals. Believe is what I just heard. Believe, because this ending is a rebirth for you. Okay. You are, and I like how it's resembling here, putting something to rest. And you may be at a state of rest or a state of shock by the support that you will be receiving this week. So far, all of our signs have been getting massive support. I'm loving this for you guys. All right, let's see what's going on for Leo. Leo is up. Thank you, Sophia. Oh, and Cancer, you know what's funny? In Pluto retrograde, you're renewal and rebirth. So you are the death card. I got to make sure that I look at this first before I do the readings because I'm forgetting I have the sheet. Oh, whereabouts in Australia you are? I studied at a uni in God, back in the late 90s. I went to Bond Uni in Queensland. I studied abroad. I love Sydney. I love Sydney. One day I'll go back. I would really love to go back. It's my home away from home. I really fell in love with Australia when I was out there. But my family is here. I'm called to go back. I really am, because there's just so many areas that I was not that I was young. I just was a backpacker. Like I traveled, the things that you would do now with like you wouldn't let your own kid do, but you did as a kid. Like that's the kind of stuff that I did. I was a good kid, but I just was such a free bird. And there's just some things that, like, when you're older, you wish that you took more time and looked at in places that you visit. And I was like, man, I was there and I could have visited here and there. And I just didn't because I was a college kid. I did see a lot of cool things, though. All right, Leo, with this Pluto retrograde coming up, it's all about partnerships, business collaboration, and making sure you're not settling. Let's see who you are. Who is Leo for this week? Nervous. What's got you freaked out? Fears. Maybe it's because of there could be a well, we'll see how the cards are, but they could have to do with partnerships. You got 2 9s here. I feel this immense fear of like doing something on my own, being on my own, alone. Like it's just me. You're in charge. What's this energy about, Spirit? Oh, yeah. 10. Got 2 10s here, too. 10 of Cups. Something broke down. You don't have the support. Now, this is someone here who does not have the support. Who feels very lost. Whether this is a breakup or someone just not showing up. I feel like I'm on my own this week. Page of Disc. The Nocturian. It's like I'm all on my own. It almost feels like everybody called out at work. If you're okay, some of you Leos are gonna be like, no. I almost feel like everybody calls out to work, but you're the only one working. But you're like, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. What do you mean I have to cover this? But there is a huge opportunity here. There's a huge opportunity. 9 of Pentacles here with that Page of Pentacles or Page of Disc is a 10 of Pentacles. There's a big window. I get it. There is a big window to show something about yourself. Not to others, not to prove to others, but to you. It's about you. I feel like this recovery period where everybody is like disappeared or not on the same page as Leo this week. I don't feel like it's almost like you try to call and ask for assistance or you do something and everyone's not there. They can't be there. Or I'm sorry, Leo, I got to cancel plans on you. Or I'm sorry, Leo, you don't hear from somebody. But it's like I feel alone. I feel ghosted. Now, some of you did get ghosted. Somebody's gone quiet on you. Four of Pentacles is holding on. They like to make me subtract. But here comes the unconventional Leo. Looks like a mantis a little bit. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Hello, welcome back, Corbell and Delaney, if I missed you. This is about being very unconventional. Not feeling the support, not feeling a connection, feeling like, what am I supposed to do? How do I face this? And some of you, it's remember your worth. Remember your worth. Remember your worth. Remember, your strength is the 9 of Pentacles, that Chariot breakdown, whatever this breakdown is, you're still in charge. Let's see what this opportunity is. Oh my gosh. You ready for this? King of Swords here facing the 3 of Cups. Who is leveling up? The King of Swords energy. Now, the swords here are the Syrians. So they're very rational. They're very quick thinking. They're natural problem solvers, the Syrians. But something to consider is that the math here is allowing you to know something's not adding up. And what you're realizing here is, do I need this person? Do I really need these individuals? Look how much I can actually do. In fact, you're going to get more done this week, Leo, without those individuals who were supposed to show up for you. Others of you are going to be like, I didn't need them in the first place. Now, for those of you, if this is someone here who's gone quiet, you're going to realize, why am I waiting around for somebody? You're going to start pulling out your worth. You're going to be very logical about this, because some of you felt like a third wheel anyway. But this is facing the facts that being on your own may not feel comfortable, but you are realizing that you're worth more. So I think that this week of space or feeling like, oh my gosh, is actually going to accomplish a lot for you. There's an opportunity here of knowing your worth. That's why it's being driven this way for you in partnerships. There are people here who are not showing up the way that you need to. And the collaboration has to do with your independence. Some of you are meant to be entrepreneurs, simply meant to do that. So this is a week here where you don't have to prove yourself that you can do all those jobs, but it's to prove yourself that you can do something on your own that makes you way more happier. Others of you, if this is a relationship where someone was consistently ghosting you, keeping you stop, making you feel like shit, this is a week where you cut it out and say, what am I doing? Why am I waiting around for a person who never really cared about my happiness anyway? Look at this. Things to consider. A balance of equal give and take. Relationships that are fair. Things are being broken up for you. You can't make this up. This is the whole part of that retrograde energy they made me pull into. And if you guys are just jumping in, I recommend you go back to the collective where I talk about how these cards use retrograde energy, which we're in Pluto retrograde coming up. This is an area of needing to balance. It is showing you an imbalance that needs to be corrected. It is also giving you a boost or a swift kick in the ass to remember worth. That's what I got. All right. Virgo is up. Don't forget, guys, if you've seen all of your signs, there's always a collective bonus at the end. Don't forget your lioness energy, Sophia. All right, Virgo. Let me look at my notes here. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Oh, when I looked up for your energy for Pluto retrograde with your house placement, this is you're questioning a lot to do with routines and productivity. So this is breaking down old things that no longer serve you in routines or changing things up in your lifestyle. So lifestyle changes here for Virgo. This isn't just this week's energy. I'm just playing off with it because we're going in that May 4th energy. Let's see who you are, Virgo. Virgo, who are you in the next 7 days? Oh, Justice. Libra energy. Now, are you Justice? Or, I mean, you are. So this is you being judging something externally. Something you're externally judging a scenario or situation and looking at it and evaluating it to see if this is real, authentic, or fair to you. It's like you're taking things in and out. It's like, it's not going to work for me, or this is going to work for me. Not spending my time there, not doing my energy there. You're all about practical shit this week. And if it doesn't seem fair to you, you're not going to put your energy into it this week, including people. It's like if they can't give an equal give and take, nope. This Virgo is not putting energy into that this week. Reversals are now up. King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. I feel this week, there are some massive shit being unveiled to you this week. Okay, let's just put these all up right. It's not a bad thing. It's frustration because you feel stuck. It's trying to get started on something this week, Virgo, and realizing why the hell can't I get through this? So I feel and it doesn't matter if you're masculine or not, I feel very much the Pleiadians have a lot of love and this need to have desire to be like unconditional. And they want that social justice. But there's something here where I feel frustrated because of circumstances that are outside of your control. And you may try to hide it, but have a hard time hiding it this week. It may come in tears, a frustration. It may come in anger. It may come in sadness, but you're very well aware of this. And because this energy of feeling alone This is something that you know you're recovering from. You know it's temporary energy. It's not going to last forever. There's just something this week that's outside of your control, and you're going to recover from this. Now, how you're going to recover from this is finally finding out the truth about a scenario. Now, is it the truth you want to hear? Probably not. But the illusions that get broken are needed to allow you to go through a door, or in this case, a portal. I feel that there was something that you intuitively were feeling, and this probably has to do with the person, but it could also be a situation, like I said, outside of your circumstances, where their lies are being fully revealed, but it's like, I think you bottled this up because you didn't know about it, but it's going to bubble up. It's going to come out. It's going to affect you. That's why you were justice. That's why you were justice. You knew that this individual was lying. You always knew it. They were full of shit. Maybe they said they got abducted. Maybe you're just finding something here where it's like, you're upset by this week. Remember your strength. Your security is you've been through worse. You've been through worse because the support that you have is entirely different now. Entirely different. I think this is somebody outside of your circle, who used to be in your circle, was not there anymore. Others of you, I don't know. I just heard the Brady Bunch. Remember that Brady Bunch episode where they went to Hawaii and they had the totem here and it was cursed? It's kind of like somebody here said they didn't take something when they brought it home and they took it. And it's like, what do you mean you didn't do that? Obviously you did it. I just feel this energy where everything is going to be exposed, but it's needed to expose because it's going to change the way that you do things. It's going to change the way that you react within groups, people, community, the whole thing. And it's also going to show you who you can lean on, who you can support and be with. It's not entirely bad. It's just that you're externally going, I am so glad that's not in my circle now. Look at it. You got the moon here again. Oh, I got to take them. They came out together like this. Ace of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords. The true betrayal was not you. The true betrayal that you feel is that you knew and you're finding something. Are you seeing something online? Is that what it is? I feel like there's something that happens at night that you look at it and you're like, are you freaking kidding me? Whatever it is, it's enough for you to cut something out to give yourself peace. It's needed to clear this because it was stopping you from making a big change. And there was something here that you were so hesitant to actually do because you're maybe thinking the best of an individual, or maybe because you were trying to be soft and tiptoeing around somebody or a situation. You're not doing that. Because I feel this immense thing of anger or building up to it. And what does Spirit want to remind you? Three of Wands. This is actually a gift, believe it or not. This is a blessing. This is validation that, yes, you were right. Does it matter though? Because it's past. It's something in the past. But it's also here to say, Spirit saying to you, yes, you foresaw this. Yes, you saw this. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Because this was the test that you needed to know when to trust your intuition quicker. so that you can get out of situations or relationships or obstacles where you shouldn't be. It's almost the energy here of claircognizant, where you know when to deviate and not be in there, especially, and this has to do with routines because you were such a routine person. Remember, spirit is going to shift your routines. It's like, oh, I'm not going to go there. All of a sudden, I feel not to need to go in there. And then you hear something bad happens in that location, like there's a fire or something. You're like, oh my gosh, I just kind of went with it. This is how clearly this is going to come out to you. But it's going to anger you because you did something anyways in the past. But this has to do with the person. This has to do with the situation. This has to do with somebody here who lied to you. That's what I got. All right. Libra is up next. Virgo, reminder too, your May reading will be released tomorrow. So be in the lookout. The extended will be in the vault, of course, released in the morning. At Harmonia Friends Club for my Seeker Circle and Fool's Journey members. I got to get used to the new names. I still like tier 1, tier 2 because it's simple, but I felt like it wasn't enough to describe you guys. All right. We got Libra up. Libra. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm going to look at my notes here. What did Libra get? Libra got for Pluto retrograde. This is about your center stage. This is all about the outside of taking care of yourself and your circle. So you are going to be pushed here in the forefront during this retrograde energy here. Okay. Whether you like it or not. Let's see who you are now. The Hang one. But this is the dissemble deck. So the first thing that I focus on here is that flame. I feel like there is something that you have that realize that you are going to be this week that's going to get you out of the hang man or hang one energy. This is the illumination of what you needed. And I feel this energy that you self-sacrificed yourself enough. So who are you? Whether you are one who was waiting on something to make a move, this is being broken down or burned out. Is it by you? We shall see. Because that Chariot energy is your challenge. King of Cups. Interesting, we just got that. This way it's upright though. Seven of Disc. You are doing something on your own. You are doing something on your own. And I feel strongly it has to do with being left out. But you have meditated on this for quite some time. I also feel that you have created some kind of closure, Libra, for yourself. It probably did not come through in a way that you anticipated. I feel like you had to create this closure. But this is someone here who really loves deeply. And I feel that this week you're going to be focusing your attention and recovering from some kind of rejection or loss. And some of you, it could be abundance in some way. Maybe it's like, you haven't been able to catch up. Maybe you have a new idea, but I feel this energy of planting a seed, of seeing where things come out. And it has a lot to do with this energy of like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to nurture this, take care of this. It does feel like a sapling, like something brand new that, maybe maybe you're a person here who's afraid to plant because you're not really good at taking care of watering plants. And you're like, is this going to die? But you're doing it for the love of it. So you are planting a seed here, whether it's an idea, whether it is a new version of you. This feels something that I feel you have been hung up on to have a new start on. Let's see what that King of Cups energy is. This, you can't make it up. It has to do with a breakup, or it has to do with choices where maybe it felt like you did poor choices. Now, this breakup definitely had to involve a person. It doesn't necessarily mean it's romantic. But whatever this explosive energy of coming together was, you're starting to realize that the choices that led you to that and the path that you're taking now is an opportunity to start anew. And we are just in that energy. We have all those fives. Don't forget, this is a rebirth week for us, for all of us. There you are, King of Swords. I feel like these cards are all being the same today. There you are, taking charge, being analytic. Yeah, I also have a theory here. I always had this theory. It's different now because we're using the galactic deck, and the swords are the Syrians and the cups are the Palladians. But my theory is that this King of Swords used to be the King of Cups. And if there wasn't heartbreak or emotions that needed to be removed, they never would have ever been able to think about it or use their logic. So that's why they're such mentally thinkers in that sense. But there's something here where you're being called upon to look at the directions, instructions, learn something new, like taking the care to put effort on keeping something alive. Maybe that's extra care in yourself this week. Okay. Changing your health style. Maybe it's watching what you eat. Others of you, it's watching how you spend stuff, maybe taking back. It's like, yeah, you know what? I don't want buyer's remorse. But you're being very logical. Others of you, you're cutting people out. Because what you're going towards feels like home. And I love this for you. You got another 10. Look at all, can we just point out all of the fives? Because 10s are fives too. You have a 5 here. You have a 5 here on the Ocean of the Resurrection. And then you have the 2 5s on the dice. And now you have the 10 of disc. It is a good week for you. And I feel that whatever this care that you're taking, you're putting effort. And I feel like and some of you, it's meeting new people. It's a new community. It's taking maybe a class on something. I don't know, cooking class. But there's this energy here of putting yourself back out there and just learning and feeling connected. And there's a connected energy here, which you felt like before you were left out in the cold, but there's a new place you're supposed to be. So I feel an environment here that is friendly for you this week. And if you don't have that, you're being encouraged to make the reach out to others. Maybe you say, hey, I'm going to invite family over if you like that. Not everybody wants that. I'm more like, let's meet somewhere else. Family doesn't leave. All right, things to remember, Libra. Queen of Swords, you got to be kidding me. Libra. You were so balanced, Spirit is saying, in your masculine and feminine energy. This is who you are. But others of you, this is just showing that you have ascended, and it's not just about being logic, it's about receiving. You are authentically being who you are, and you are taking steps here to do things differently, whether it's to reach out and say, hey, you want to get together, or to accept an invite, or to start something new. And maybe you don't know everything and you're like, hey, I'm new here, I'm the new kid on the block, or I'm the new kid in class. You're just being you. And that's how you're showing up differently this week. So remain authentic, be true to who you are. In Spirit saying, watch how it flourishes for you. That's what I got. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio. We have Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and of course the bonus collective. Oh my gosh, wasn't it cute? The little Syrian puppy on the card. I love these cards. I'm really liking this deck. This is a Hayes House deck. I think it's pretty new. I'm a big fan of Pamela Shen. Reminder, I will be back live here on Tuesday night for All Signs Love Forecast for May. So if you are interested on love reading specifically, you probably want to tune in on Tuesday night. I will be back on for love readings. All right, Scorpio. Oh, using the wrong deck. I almost wanted to start off with the galactic deck. I got to see who you are first. Scorpio, who are you? No reversals. Who is Scorpio this week? Scorpio, by the way, the retrograde part here that affects you. Oh, inner child work. This is that emotional blueprint of the baggage being released. Thanks, Star, for posting my website. Oh, who you are. In the limelight? Feeling accomplished? Feeling celebrated? I feel very neutral. I almost feel this energy of like, I don't know why I feel this way, but it's like you got through something and you have an opportunity, and like, yeah, I got it. But is this attention that maybe you don't want? Because there's lots of successes here. You have who you are, though, is a 6 of Wands. So you have the ability. I get it. Thank you, Spirit. I'm like, I don't understand. Why do I feel this energy of like being pessimistic? You have the ability to hurdle through a lot of shit. That's why your strength is the 9 of Pentacles. You are probably a way shower, a leader, or one who really hasn't claimed it fully, not to its fullest potential. But it may feel lonely because it's like, come on, where do I get it? Like, yeah, that's great that I got through it. But I do feel like you're getting another challenge here. Reversals are now up. You've been through this before. This loss, this sadness. Broken down, sick. I'm reading for a lot of different collective here. Some of you are like, yep, all of it. Okay. But you're facing that this week. Oh. This is a silent. Okay, I get it. There's silence here. The high priestess energy here is quiet. You're quiet about your losses. You're quiet about your sadness. You're quiet this week. You've been through this before, but you're being quiet about it, and you're getting some downloads here. I feel like this is where that inner child works into come place here, okay? Some of you are really getting a lot of, like, you're dreaming a lot or you're remembering your dreams. But that's that intuitive nudge with spirit. Yeah, of why you've been stuck, why things haven't gone your way, always needing to know everything. It's like, yeah, I know that. I knew how to do this, but this is someone here who has to realize that there's a pause here for a reason. There's a loss here for a reason. And before, you can't bypass this. I just heard spiritual bypass. You can't bypass this week. You are being nudged to look at it. There's something here that you repressed. It's a repressed memory of some sort. Gosh, he almost looks like he's been on there forever. Pants look beaten up. Yeah. You've been contained. And there's a part of you that's being asked to be freed. Oh, I'm getting emotional about it. Temperance energy. An immense amount of anger, hurt. Why me? It says 114. Look for that number this week. But it's meant to be released. There's something here that you were repressing. And I think it has to do with what you remain silent on. It's like you're focusing on, I don't know if you're doom scrolling. I don't know if you're posting something here. Maybe you're posting something to, I do this too. You know how like sometimes you see a meme or something, or just you do something to like express yourself. There's a silent expression that you've been doing, but there's an opportunity here. See, it's like, these are the things that have been put on the shelf. Yep, this has happened to me. I got through this. I got through that. Yeah, you've been through it all. Yeah, you have. Has it been a complete victory? The victory is you got through it, but there's an emotion that's being asked to come out. And I feel like you've been trying to quiet it down, but I think that you're doing some research on it this week. You just noticed there's a little cat sleeping on the, I like this deck. It's cute. My cat would knock that whole shelf over. The 9 of disc. I love this. You got the 9 of disc twice. You've had enough. You're going to evaluate something and you're going to do the work. And it's going to allow you. I like how they changed it to, instead of a hawk, to a parrot. Parrots are really smart and they're also able to mimic, right? Like really interesting. And there's something here that is brought to your attention. You might hear it through another, but however you hear it is going to make you go, I can do that. I'm better than this. I have the ability to do this. And I feel like that's that way shower energy that I've been feeling, or that glow up energy that has not been allowed to come out because of all the things happening to you. But this is about looking and evaluating something and saying, I can use this and fuel it as it happening for me. Things to consider. It's your mindset. It's your vices. It's the things that make you feel trapped, contained. This is needed to be evaluated. Some of you, the way this is happening is that you're realizing, yes, you can get through it. But in order to do that, you might need some assistance. That assistance could be counseling. That assistance could be a mentor. That assistance could be a friend. But you can still remain independent. But take in consideration your perception of the losses. Spirit has been nudging you to evaluate and remember who you are. You are meant to be ahead. You are meant to showcase something as forward moving. Okay. Not everybody is going to understand you. It is a little bit of a lonely ride, but the successes here are to build you and make you feel at ease. So the more comfortable you're within this, the more stability you have, where you will stop giving a F about what other people think or have done to you, especially those toxic karmics. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. Hi, Richard. Welcome back. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome back. And you're welcome, love. Nancy, I thought you went away for a little bit. I swear I saw a comment that said, I'll be right back. Maybe I was making it up. I swear. All right, Saggies. Ooh, that sun is coming right in my eye. Do I attempt to close the door or just leave it? I think I'll be all right. As long as it's not messing up my board. It was rainy today, and now the sun came out. Now I'm kind of excited. Maybe I'll be able to go for my walk now. Oh, it was Star. Go relax, Star. Maybe it was you I saw. Take care. Sagittarius, with the Pluto retrograde energy that you're going into towards Aquarius, it's all about the way that you think. That's what the challenge is with you, and the motives that you take with those thoughts. Who are you this week? Oh, someone else got this. I can't remember who. Nine of Swords. Worried? Angie. Facing fears. This week you are facing some worry and facing some fears. Let's see what this is about. Oh, it's interesting because I just looked underneath. I had the deck the other way, and underneath the deck was the Three of Swords. So this is something about worry about losing someone, something. Maybe not someone, but I just said it, so it is what it is. The Eight of Pentacles. You can't focus. I feel stuck or like a separation of some sort, abandoned. How do you, I'm almost afraid to, I almost feel this energy or anxiety of waiting for somebody. It's like, I don't want to move. I don't want to leave the boat. Am I going to hear back from them? Are you waiting on a decision being made? Are you waiting for some kind of contact of some sort? Or I don't know, are you waiting for some news? because I feel very distracted. It's like I can't focus on my work. I can't focus. I can't focus. I can't focus. I feel like there's individuals who are like watching you and you're like, I don't know, I can't work today. I just can't be here. I don't, but there's something about really moving on, really not getting the answer that you anticipated. Let's see where you're moving towards. Doesn't look bad. Mm. Mm. It's hard to move forward when you want somebody on the boat with you, don't you? Or at least reassurance or validation that they heard the message or they fully understood. I feel sadness in this because, I mean, the Empress reverse is someone here who she could be the smother mother, but it's like, did I do all I could do? Or did I coddle something too much or coddle an individual too much? And you're moving away from that, but at the same time, there's this urgency to fix something. So I do feel that's why Oshana Resurrection is here for you, Saggy, this week. Because this is needed. There is this space that is needed. It is time to focus on you. And some of you wanted to be there with a particular person or be there for someone, but someone's going a different direction than you. And I feel like you know, and if I'm going to tell you this, I'm probably going to trigger you, but it's like this is such a denial card, but you can't deny this anymore. This is affecting your reality. This is affecting the things that you want to do to move forward. This is why you feel unsure. Should I do it? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I do it? There's that boat. Can I stay on? Yeah, there's lots of new people being called. I love it. I love that you're getting 2 2s. Spirit is with you. By moving forward, you're actually creating a balance. And some of you, this pause doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be forever. Making me read ahead, which is, I want to pull the cards, but we're just going to channel ahead. I feel this notion that whatever you're going towards, Saggy, this has to do with you trusting, believing, and following your heart that right now it's about your well-being, not the well-being of another individual, or if they're going to level up to match or hear you. You are an entirely different frequency than another individual. Thank you, Papa Wheelies. And this may anger you, but again, this, if you think of the traditional Temperance card, it is about balancing up and down, up and down. But again, this card here reminds me of containment. Again, look at that number 114. You may see that a lot. But this Sagittarius energy is you. And you can't, it looks like an eyeball, doesn't it? You're a ticking time bomb. You need to release this. This is not making you feel balanced, and you may feel even more imbalanced here going in. But I really feel like Spirit is pushing you to heal this wound, to pull all of that energy back into you. Holy crap, I just looked at all of Stars. I wish I could print this thing out, but no, it's Papa Wheelies and Stars. All of you guys commented all at 555. That's part of Sagi's reading. This is changing. This is happening for you in a huge way. Yes, somebody's going an entirely different direction. Things to consider. Be present in the journey. This is not going to be a quick recovery. It's not going to be a quick return, but it's time here to be present and invest wisely in you. Okay. This is about your well-being. It's about your long road. And if someone is willing to show up in the long road, or if somebody here sees you being more present in there, they may shift. But it's to shift the focus back on you. And this has to do with your stability, something that's long-term. It is for you. That's what I got. Oh my God, there were so many fives. I just looked up. I was like, why is everybody? I guess the comments all flew in. All right, Capricorn. So regarding the Pluto retrograde, since these are reversals, use retrograde, I looked it up, and for you, it's all about the income. And if it's not income, this is about how you manage and invest your time wisely, especially when it comes to your worth or partnerships, relationships, work, business. So yes, it's about your prosperity. Let's see who you are in the next 7 days. Who is Capricorn? Oh, Capricorn is pulling the High Priestess energy. Very connected this week. Got the Spidey senses. Spidey senses are coming in. Very clairvoyant this week. Pay attention to your dreams. There's something that's coming in dream form for you. You're going to be also very extremely claircognizant. That means that clear knowing. You're not going to even know where the download came from. All of a sudden, you're going to go a specific direction. You're just going to choose to do so or not go somewhere. Trust your intuition this week. It's who you are. Your clairs are wide open. Thanks, guys, for all the love. I'm kind of blown away. A lot of new people here. That's great. Make sure you guys are checking out Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area too. Of course, after the live, not during the live. Capricorn, your May tarot reading is coming out and released in the vault this week at Harmonia Friends Club. There will be a public preview for the final and last time on YouTube and Facebook. The Zodiac readings are going away, and they will only be found at Harmonia Friends Club. I've chosen to do this because the all signs, well, I prefer the lives are much less taxing on me, and the exclusivity of the Zodiac sign readings, they're an immense amount of time. But we'll go into that later. Let's talk about Capricorn. What's ahead for you? 3 of Wands. 6 of Disc. Ooh, look at all of this. Wrong turn. There's that claircognizant energy here. So something here is coming towards you, but I feel like you're also walking towards something. This isn't someone here standing it. They're going towards it. Huge energy here of going towards it. There's just something here about fairness. I almost feel this energy here that someone is telling you to meet you halfway. But you feel this desire here that you think that this person's full of shit. Yeah, I do. I do. I feel this energy here of you having those spidey senses going, is this person being honest to me? Are they promising me something that they're not actually going to show up to? Are they really going to meet you halfway? Mm. You okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. So this is the 3 of Wands. So there's this energy here of meeting if somebody here is asking you to come forward or step forward. And a part of you starts to go, "Okay, yeah, sure. Let me go check it out." But then the other part of you goes, "I'm not going all the way into that." You might change your mind this week. That's what it is. Listen to your intuition. Justice is here. That's all about the balance, fairness. This is someone here who's asking for a favor of some sort, and you feel like you're going to be rewarded a payback. Queen of Wands. Yeah. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Lyran energy. Not only do you know somebody's full of shit, you're going to back out and do something for you. You're going to change your mind. No, I don't think that's fair, actually. No, I don't think I can do that. You might, something. I think there's a part of you. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I think there's a part, especially this is work related, where someone's here. Can you meet halfway? I promise you, I'm going to give you this or that, or I'm going to show up, and you're like, yeah, okay. And then you're like, you know what? No, I can't do that. No, I can't. And they go, well, why not? And you're like, I just can't. You're going to be confident in just saying no. The Queen of Wands does not over-explain, just takes actions. Like they're confident in saying what they have to say, and then they don't have to do anything else other than beyond that, other than being their confidence. They're very creative. I love that she's holding the Ankh. I love that. The feminine energy. Yeah. Yeah. Because somebody is consistently trying to take your light away. And you, Capricorn, are taking your power back. How you're receiving it is, no, I think I'll go after what I want on my own. You might start going towards it, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? I have a much bigger foundation here. I'm looking at my options. This was reversed here. It's a breakdown. You've had enough. So yeah, I do feel like someone's full of shit. I think someone here's trying to coerce you to meet them halfway or be somewhere or do something for them. And you may accept a little bit, but then you change your mind. Things to consider. Seven of Pentacles. Spirit is saying to you, whatever you do, how it focuses attention here, you are setting and breaking new ground. You're using that hoe in a different way. Okay, put it that way. And it's not, this is a methodical change. I feel like you're going to be very confident with how you trust your intuition, how you state a boundary, how you pull back that energy towards you and saying, I'm not going to invest in that. I'm going to put my time and energy into something else. This is you taking charge. But what Spirit wants you to consider is the work and effort you have done in the past, where you have waited for something to grow or waited for somebody to show up, and it really wasn't that lucrative for you. So now Spirit's saying, be excited, because what you're putting your time and effort into, you are breaking new ground. It's not going to be quick, but you are just doing it now. And there's something that you're planning this week with this, taking back that power that is really going to amplify this. Be ready. Be ready. Oh, Michelle, I'm sorry you were having problems with the site. Was it PayPal that you were having issues with? I really can't be in charge of PayPal, but if it was a site error, let me know and I'll email me. Just reach out to info@Harmonia Friends, because I did update my site. So hopefully I didn't break anything, because I just recently updated my calendar, but my calendar shouldn't have broken it. But just email me and we'll get you situated. Aquarius. Where did I put your notes? Oh, Aquarius. Not only get the double whammy with Pluto retrograde going back towards you anyway. It's all about you. You're going to feel this Pluto 1 the most. But this reset, from what I researched, that I was allowed to research in like a hot 10 minutes, because I'm not an astrologist at all. We're just using the retrograde energy because they asked me to 10 minutes before the live, is about self-evaluation and confrontation. You need to confront your public persona and your core identity. So they're meeting face to face. That's what's happening to you. And it's not necessarily just this week, but that's the retrograde energy, is the confrontation. It's like the confrontation of like how you show up and who you actually are. So let's see who you are this week. Who is Aquarius this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius. The Queen of Swords. That's your energy. Whether you're a queen or a king, this is the feminine energy, though. So this is the energy here of receiving. So when I could put in comparison of the king and the king is all about taking the power, like, and being very well spoken, and the queen can be very well spoken, and they're both come off as authentic, but you're received authentically. It's who you are. There's a change happening. I love how it's showing 2 butterflies in this one, and they're really focusing on the 2. The 2. I get it. The public persona and the core identity, the core of who you are. I like how spirit works. Pretty cool. Yeah. The core of who you are. All right, reversals are now up. Remember, it's at retrograde energy in Chariot. Welcome, Michael. Page of Disc, reverse. Oh, there's the conflict. The 5 of Wands. You know you have to participate in this, right? You don't have to participate in this. You can just watch. I think there's a part of you now, this is more about the past, but what's coming to you is I feel this energy. Do you see how there's like a war going in the sky? And it's like, hello, do you realize I'm down here, that you're affecting the areas of me, outside circumstances here, how you show up? I always feel this need to fix things or to wave your hand and say, hey, I'm down here. Do you see how this affects me? But you don't need to be part of that. So I do feel there's a part of you not willing to fight this anymore. What's amazing though is that this is your strength. I love this dragon energy, Leo energy. Look at this, the Five of Swords. You know, nobody wins with the Five of Swords. And let's point out, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. You freaking got so many fives here, it's not even funny. This ain't your circus. And as much as you want to go back and you're back and forth, should I stay? Should I say something? Should I don't know. There's just this need. Should I explain myself? Some things are just don't need it to be explained or talked about. I also feel this is such an egoic card, but there's a part here that's softer with this confrontation. Remember the core identity of who you are. You don't always have to be the bigger person. And sometimes that bigger person energy makes us smaller. And there's something here where whether this you were fighting with something to prove who you are, prove what to, yourself to another individual. This week it's kind of like I don't have to be in this. It's not fair. It's not balanced. Some of you overgave far way too much into a situation. Others of you, you're sticking around areas here that you've been breadcrumbed. Not for a little bit, some of you for years. It's like, when is that person going to be mine? When's it going to be mine? When's it going to be mine? One day. Some of you are around individuals that don't light you up. And you're going, why am I around this circle? I don't belong here anyway. Why am I trying to fit in with this group? I can't be myself anyway. Gosh, you got both energies here. You have the Queen of Swords here and the King of Swords, and the King of Swords reverse is not the bigger person. This is a person here who says F off. This is a person here who can be like, yeah, you're licking your wounds here a little bit, but it's also this energy here. If I had enough, if you're not going to treat this way and I can't be myself, I'm out of here. And you're not out of here to find some, respect or people to follow you. These are people you are, or a person you are removing entirely from your energy this week. No more bullshit. In fact, you're seeing how strong you truly have been by holding yourself back And people may not like the new version of Aquarius that they see. Oh, well, it's kind of hard to do when you're always seeing this and you're always in the middle of it, right? When it's affecting you the most, because you're not okay with what's going on. You're not okay. I don't know if there's a family dispute. I don't know if there's a friend dispute. I don't know if there's a work dispute, but there's something here where it affects you. And it's like you were trying to be the bigger person all the time, trying to be fair to each side. And it's like, there's no sides here anymore. This isn't even your game. And you know how you stop with that shit is you stop watching it and you turn the TV off. You turn, you just don't watch it anymore. You'll leave the location. You'll leave the friends group. I don't know. I just feel this energy of like leaving. Things to consider. You couldn't fix this anyway. So I feel like you've been really trying to stay in something that doesn't feel good to you anyway. Things to remember. Look at this star. I love it. There's your energy. It's you. Spirit is saying, stay authentic, be true who you are. It's okay to be vulnerable, but anything that's coming your way will be reciprocated. But you have to trust. The star energy is fully about trusting, having faith, being vulnerable, being authentic for who you are. And although the masculine energy is reversed this week or in retrograde, remember what that Pluto retrograde was. This is about your public persona meeting the core identity of who you are. This isn't right what's being done. So you too are taking your power back, but in a more like cutting way, but at the same time, you're being vulnerable, and what's going to be received is well received in the circle or the unit you're meant to be. You are clearing and making a much more balanced approach for yourself. So do not lose hope. You're actually going towards some healing here. All right, that's what I have for Aquarius. We're going to move on to Pisces. Don't forget, guys, we still have the bonus collective. I know people start leaving because they're like, my signs are all done. I looked at everything. But we still have Pisces, we still have Aries, and then there's a bonus at the end. Sometimes that's all you can do. Yeah, the fives are insane. I almost want to stop the dice, but then at the same time, I'm like, okay, how many fives, how many tens can we get? I think in the all signs that we did, the pop-up live on Thursday, we got so many of them, it was freaking me out. I think it freaked everybody out. Maybe I need to change the dice out. Pisces, your Zodiac reading will be released this week. So make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. This is the last month, Pisces, that Zodiac readings will be public facing. They're going to be moved into the vault entirely. This channel is becoming an all signs and tarot story reading channel. So I can do more pop-up lives for you guys. Okay, Pisces, let's see who you are. Oh, Pisces. Let me look at the notes here for the retrograde. Where were you? God, my notes are all over the place. This is what happens when they give you a little piece of... Oh, here we go. Oh, so Pisces, this Pluto retrograde is about your hidden fears and your karmic ties. Who you are this week. Oh. Well, this looks nice. Some of you are like, that ain't me. Okay. But this is coming together. This is happiness. This is union. This is celebration. So there's something worth celebrating this week. Who you are. And I feel like to the core, and I'm not saying Pisces, I mean, maybe you're the life of the party. I don't know. But I feel like when people are around you, people love your energy. very loving. Community, togetherness. You're there for other people. That's who you are. You bring a lot of joy into other people. This happiness or union may not be for you. It might be union for others too. Could be that. But who you are is happy. There's a very happy nature to you when it comes to others. When you are with the core people in your life, man, you're gold. You don't need a lot. This Pisces does not need a lot. Okay. You could be just happily single. Your strength is your security. This is kind of like the Nine of Pentacles to me is like the minor arcana empress, but there's feeling stable. You're okay on your own, but at the same time, like it's being able to look at how certain relationships light you up. And I love the snail energy here of just like, yeah, I'm okay and taking my time. What to expect in the next 7 days. Reversals are now up. Oh, Pisces. As I just said, you're here with union, and then what? What? Pisces. Doesn't have to be romance, but ooh, the Queen of Disc. Hyper independent. Used to doing things on your own. Used to doing things on your own. There are the Lyrans again. Well, I feel like there is someone here, and this is about a choice. You have a choice. Remember, your retrograde things here have to do with hidden fears and karmic ties. You are being presented this week with an energy of an individual who wants to connect to you, get to know you. Does not have to be romantic. This is someone here who usually holds back and says, I'm not investing in that. I'm used to doing this all on my own and, like just kind of covering things up. She can be a little bit an overspender, materialistic, but there's something here where you're facing a scenario where you may see and evaluate an individual who's pulling up. I get it. Thank you, Spirit. You are looking at somebody this week who is offering some kind of connection, and they're mirroring back to you some of the things that may have given you red flags about others before. So there's judgment about a situation or a person. This almost reminds me of the Nine of Wands, where it's like walls are high up. But the Six of Wands is also going, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good, because you already are marking somebody as a breakdown, or I don't know if this would work. I don't know how I could collaborate with this person. I don't know. I'm just, Let's see what this choice is about. Oh my goodness. You know your worth. I feel like this is more your energy. So someone here is very confident in who they are. Could be very creative, well-spoken in the sense of like people just are attracted to you. That's that reason why they're attracted to you. Life of the party. This Pisces might be a life of a party. So when you're presented with that Queen of Disc energy that feels shady, Seven of Cups, I don't blame you. It's a clear no to you. You don't want to get involved in this. You don't want this. You don't want this person's assistance. You don't want this person's help. You don't want this person's invite. Yet somebody here wants your light, wants your attention this week. Are you looking good? Did you change your outfit up? Okay, there's just something here about you. Look at all of these people. I actually think that there's another connection here. I do. And there is somebody here who's trying to get in between that. Whether it's a friend, whether it's a person here, but it's a choice here where you do not trust this individual. Maybe somebody wants in on an idea. Maybe somebody here is a third party. Could be that too. I never read the 3 cups of third party, but I'm seeing third party here. But I feel a distraction's happening this week. And again, night and day difference here between that energy. So you do know something from the past, or something here reminds you of the past, a karmic tie. It could be a karmic getting in the way. Things to consider with this. There's someone in the way. It's just this person is clearly in the way. Things to consider, Pisces. This feels good. There's a balance. There's a relationship here. Somebody offering something else is going to tip the scales, or whatever they're trying to look in here. It's like, that's not a good idea. I also feel this is a karmic coming in. This is a person here who maybe just want to come in as friends first. I heard friends with benefits. Be careful. So I just feel this energy here where you already have something balanced, or you are doing something. And some of you, it's not a love relationship. The balance part could be your job. The balance part could be, you trying to gain something in the level of being ahead, authority. But I think that you are very independent. That's your strength. But I'm telling you, this feels like a match here, because I told you she's like the minor arcana of, when I say she, because on the Rider Waite deck, she's the minor arcana of the Empress. So there's this energy that you're already focused or creating or co-creating with another, and it is going fair, it is going balanced, or you're going towards that. And there's another one that's trying to break you out for that. So be red flags on the karmics coming back. Red flags. There is somebody here who's coming in the way. That's what I got. All right. Now that we are finally at Aries, which is our last zodiac sign reading for the evening, this is when I remind all of you to make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because it does help. But also, this is where you comment and infuse your energy, because that bonus reading may be for you. So go ahead, comment bonus, or bonus train, as most people like to do. Go ahead, comment bonus, whether you're on Facebook, whether you are on, oops, I almost took these cards away. Nope, we still need them. On YouTube, put your energy in, comment as much as you want, because it helps the algorithm and the channel go back up, and it helps me out. So yes, that's why a lot of people start spamming it, and I'm okay with that. But just change it up a little bit. Say bonus, bonus train, bonus, bonus, so you don't get locked out. All right. Aries, for Pluto retrograde. This also has to do with inner child work and your higher self. This has a lot to do with releasing emotional baggage and allowing your creative drive to come in the forefront. And I really feel like that's going to come in dream form with your higher self. But let's see who you are right now, who you are for the next 7 days. Oh, hard at work. This can kind of come off as a boring card. It's like all work, no play. But it's also because you're so focused on something like, it's like, is it ever going to be over? It's ever going to be over. Like, all I feel like is like, you know, watching the kettle boil. Is it growing? Is it bearing fruit yet? Like, I feel a little bored, to be honest. Like, you're putting an equal give and take, but I also feel bored of the scenery around you. You are hard at work this week. And if you don't work, you're doing something. Maybe you're working on the yard. Maybe you're working around the house. You're doing something that is monotonous, not seeing major results, but at the same time, you're doing it anyway. Reversals are now up. Yeah, you're not happy about it. It's like the boring chores, the stuff that nobody wants to do, the clean out the muck. But it doesn't feel like you're getting, like, it almost feels like I don't see any new beginning. I don't see the end of this. I don't see anything coming. You're kind of losing your steam. Maybe you feel a little bit unmotivated this week to do something. Looks like my camera froze for a minute. Just gave it a second. Queen of Disc. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Temperance. I'm pausing because I feel that you've been so patient, and your patience isn't for nothing. But you are, I have to start with this card. I mean, I know you're unhappy, but I really got to start on this card. You are evaluating something externally that you are seeing that isn't matching up to your actions of what you want to do. So it's like, do I really want to go out there? Like, I'm not seeing the results of something, and you want to see results, and you're hoping that externally you're going to see something that's going to let you know I can get out of this now, or this chore is going to be over. But you do have the energy of being very nurturing and caring and the provider of some sort. Some of you, that maybe you are a businessman, business gal, or maybe you are the breadwinner in the house. But that pentacle with this is the Eight of Pentacles. It's someone here who's very much focused on an expectation of when is it going to be here. You still have a minute and 14. You're in a microwave. You got a minute and 14 seconds. Or maybe it's an hour. I don't know. I just feel like you're looking at something, you're like, am I about to pop? I'm losing steam here. I'm losing steam here. I'm losing faith here. I don't think this is meant for me. I don't think this is ever gonna end. Some of you, I just heard money pit. It's like every time I fix something, something breaks. Every time I fix something, something breaks. Every time I look at it, I feel like there are certain things that you're seeing outside of you where it's like, it just added another task. It just added another expense. It just added another worry. Like, it's just piling up. Why am I putting time and effort in here? Why am I like trying, spirits tell me to be patient. This is so painfully slow for this Aries. I just heard this. You need to stop looking and evaluating it and change your perception on something else. Because this is slow. 7, 8, 9. Your strength is your insecurity. So you're not going to see results the way that you want to if you keep checking in on it. Some of you on a person. If there's free will, so not everybody is ready. You may see a connection, but they may not. And some of you are losing hope, but the whole point of it is to focus on you, not the other person. Things to consider, although I just told you it. 3 of Cups. Spirit is saying, I promise you, you will be rewarded. I promise you the harvest will come. But the harvest, there's something here about the time and effort that you put into something for the long haul. Now, this isn't the long haul of waiting or things piling up. It's doing the work and not focusing on it and just seeing it. Because Spirit is saying, if you look from this point on to the next season, be prepared with how much you actually accomplish. So we're in springtime now and they're showing pumpkins. So there's something that maybe you were looking upon that's not even going to, maybe anticipation, it should be more in the fall, but it's to look upon how much growth there is, how much abundance there is. Some of you, it's new relationships, new people who are meant to be in your life, friendships, bonds, happiness, celebration. But there's something that you have just been evaluating so heavily and just not seeing the results the way you want it to. So Spirit's saying, focus it on presently, on the task and on yourself, and not so much about the outcome of it, especially when you get overwhelmed and you're doing house renovations. That's all I got to say. All right. We're going to get to the collective bonus now. Bonus is now up. Thank you guys for getting the algorithm back up. See, it always works. Always works when people comment bonus. JC, I'm glad they resonated for you today. Consider yourself one of the lucky ones. That does not typically happen for individuals. Usually people are like, that wasn't for me, but I have to go back to my other sign. But I always tell people, even though these are zodiac readings, we all have some of this within our chart. And these are, yes, collective readings. But there will be times where if you feel called to just listen and maybe even stay here, you'll find that maybe another sign that's not even typically really highlighted in your chart may resonate with you. And just know this is about your intuition. It's not about me. It's not about my channel. It's not about me being spot on. This is about a message that you felt called to be open to. Do you know how powerful that is? That's why I created Harmonia, is to showcase you guys that and your power, because I think intuition is the coolest thing and the coolest gift that we all have. And some of us think that we don't have gifts, but we all have these gifts. And a lot of us are afraid to utilize them. And I encourage you to do it, to trust, to play with Spirit. Spirit's asking you to get closer. However you feel the way to do it. And you don't have to do anything formal. Okay. I don't really believe, especially if we're talking religion or God, God is within me. You know, that's my house. I don't have to go to church to believe. All right, here we go. Final reading for the day. Don't forget, guys, before I forget my advertisement. Love readings are coming back on Tuesday evening. So come and join me for All Signs Love Forecast for May. This is separate from your Zodiac readings, which also have a bonus love reading on singles. And also for those of you dealing with a specific person, only found at Harmonia Friends Club within the extended readings. But the All Signs here is the public one that will be live on Tuesday. So hope to see you guys Tuesday night. It's already been scheduled, so you can go ahead and set your notifications after watching the bonus. And yeah, let's get to it. Let's see what's going on for the collective. I'll call out the signs. All right, Spirit. Who are we this week? Who are we? Oh, well, dang. We're the Magician. We're the Magician, baby. I love it. We can do anything. Magician is confident. They know how to use the tools. Who we are is we have the capacity here to use all these tools to manifest something. This is really cool. I like this. There's possibilities of switching timelines, switching things. It's never too late to change. And some of you, you have manifested some things or you put out there to the universe and you've already changed your mind. And it's like, oh my gosh. And you may see that in the retrograde because this is the collective retrograde energy now. The whole part of that Pluto retrograde had a lot to do with the rebirth, as we saw in the numbers 555. It's everywhere. It's 555s, I think, in every all sign readings that we've had consecutively for like 3 or 4 weeks. But there are some things that may be revisiting us that because we finally have let go, we finally have detached, and they may show up in our forefront. We go, well, I don't want that anymore. Who you are, you have the ability to change anything. God is within you. What's ahead for you? The Four of Cups reversed. Something you didn't, something you got over. I don't know. I just feel this energy, because this is always like the missed opportunity. But I feel like this has to do more with the energy of you finally letting go of an old manifestation, collective, focusing your attention on something new that you're trying to create. And that's where your attention's going to, because, well, it didn't work out this way, but now you're like focused on something else, right? There's that opportunity. But I also feel like something is coming back around, or someone. Gosh, the cards just like to come out in story, don't they? The Lovers. The Four of Swords reverse. Now we got 2 fours. Breakdown, pause, separation. This is somebody here that you have not talked to in a while. If anything, no conversations whatsoever. Maybe for a long, long time. But if it is, it's pretty shallow. But I feel that you are focused on something else. And this is something here where I think you might have been focused before, where you left out on other opportunities. And this is something here, who you are, is that you're looking at missed opportunities and other things. Maybe you're putting yourself back out there. Maybe there's other connections. Maybe it's another job. Maybe it's other support. But somebody here is restless. They're like, get me out of this. Get me out of this internal hole. Or like, I don't know. It just feels, something feels stuck. It's like they're in a tanning bed and it's closed, like a horror movie. I don't know. I just feel stuck. Restless. 6 of Wands. You don't want this. Oh, Friskers. Sorry, guys. Friskers just almost turned off the live. Blame the cat. 6 of Wands. It's almost like I feel something's returning to you. A missed opportunity that wasn't ready, or somebody may not have been ready. Could be that too. You don't want it. It's like, why are you showing up? Hit that Magician. Yeah, I don't know if I want that anymore. You are focused now on something new. I don't think it's old. I think it's new. I think that's why it's like, usually I would say this has to do with the past, but this is about things, putting it on the shelf and breaking it. You're looking for some new opportunity, new partnership, something to light you up. You're kind of in this fantasy mode, which most of the time you have to be. You're the magician, right? So you fantasize a little bit, you're working the universe, but it's like you're unsure of what direction you're going to be in. But at the same time, you don't really want to see this or somebody here, slipping in your DMs, somebody here coming in and talking to you. It's like, should I even, like, I don't know. Maybe maybe you don't even know that this person sends you a message this week because you're so in like your little creation land. I think it's because you dropped it. You dropped this karmic. You freaking dropped this person, okay? Why you dropped them? Because you felt stagnant. You felt like a missed opportunity. It didn't feel fair to you, all right? And I feel like you guys were both connected here. I love how these cards are modernized on the phone, all right? The connection here is a miscommunication. Could have hung up on this person, could have blocked this person, but it came to the point where you both were not on the same frequency. Not in the same frequency. This person here is restless now because your energetic field isn't fuming this person here to say, I need a rest from you. You're too much, collective. No, you're playing a virtual game. Some of you may not even notice that this person is reaching out. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if somebody here, you were in dreamland trying to dream up a new reality. And this is unexpected. This is unexpected phone call. This is unexpected message. Here it comes. Going through a portal of time. This person is trying to figure out the coordinates. How do I take that jump? How do I leap on over here? Collected blocked me. How do I get through? Meanwhile, back in virtual land of denial, because you kind of let this go. Look at you. Your intention here is on something new. Your intention here is to go after your desires. Your intention here is to manifest. Your intention here is to go, okay, well, that didn't work out for me, so I'm going to manifest something new. But it's not that it didn't work out for you. Oh, it worked. It worked, collective. You just finally energetically let it go. But whatever this space or time or separation did for you, or not getting a particular opportunity that was taken from you, it's showing up energetically now. So I feel like spirit was giving you a pause, a state of reflection. And this pause and state of reflection has a lot to do with, are you sure you truly want this? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because there might be something else that you really will be driven towards or attracted to or inspired to do. The Ace of Wands is working with the universe. 1, 2, 3. This person is attracted by your light. This person is attracted for the fact, or this opportunity is attracted for the fact here that you have desire to create and inspire and are just doing it for the love of it. Others of it, it's self-love. One more card before we get into what to consider. Oh my gosh. Look who's holding the wand now. And you got Lyran energy here. Some of you may really connect with the Lyrans. Lyrans are very confident, well-spoken, true leaders. Spicy as all hell. But I love meeting fellow Lyrans. I have a lot of connections with the Lyrans. But there's just this energy here of your strength is independence. Your strength actually has been on a breakdown or a breakup. There were masks. There was drama here. All right. There were things here that you thought that what you want, it was you what you wanted, but you're also being faced here with the fact that you have allowed this in. And of course you have a choice in this, but this is different. This is your choice now. This is your choice now, collective. Things to consider with this opportunity popping up that you thought you wanted, and now you're driven to manifest something else because you let energetically this go. 2 cards. No reversals. Oh. Spirit is saying, do you see now why that foundation had to break? Do you see how faulty it was? Do you see that something here had to start at ground zero? Do you see how powerful you truly are? Two of Wands again. You got Two of Wands twice. 2 and 2 is union, whether you like it or not. But notice a difference in this union. Do you see this wall? Do you see this obstacles? Do you see this flower that's blowing up here in your fortress? You know your worth. This is your choice. You can take this offer, or you can choose something else. And Spirit is just reminding you how powerful you are and why this was needed to be destroyed. And the reason for this breakdown or breakup or this opportunity that felt missed, it wasn't missed. Spirit was working on your discernment. Spirit was working with you on your confidence. Spirit was working with you to see who truly the voice that needs to come out. The Lyran energy is a way shower. Some of you, it's getting to know somebody at ground zero. You have to start with it. You can't bring the bitterness and resentment in. And some of you, this is a union that you truly wanted. But others of you, this is something where it's the choice is yours if you really want to be in this or not, or if you want to start a new adventure. And some of you, you're meant to do something on your own. And it's just whatever this alignment is, it's like you were the one who actually had it all in comparison. And this person knows it. You had the cape. You were the magician. You are the one who knew how to take charge and utilize it. That's what I got, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me this afternoon or evening or whatever time it is at this point. I will be back here on Tuesday. Like I said, would love to see you guys there. Those are for the love readings. But if not, this is where we part ways. You guys take care and have the great rest of the evening. Bye, everybody.